Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. It's Jay from Mitosu Crafts, and we're an independent Stampin' Up demonstrators based in the UK. So everything you see, the current Stampin' Up products that you see on our video today, you can purchase from our online shop on our website, mitosocrafts.com. So today I'm sharing with you some Good Morning Magnolia card. This one I created for Stamp Review Crew blog hop with the Good Morning Magnolia and Magnolia dies, and I thought I would do some casing of that, so using that as an inspiration, as well as the gift tag that I created for the blog hop for the papercraft crew challenge this week, which is Case the Designer, and I've chosen Andrea Tracy Tucker, one of her cards layout for the card that I'll be sharing today. So I'll be using again the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set, which is those two together, and then the Magnolia memory dies. So for those, I have actually done some pre-cutting. If I can get my hands around it. So on soft sea foam, so I'll be doing the no line watercoloring on that, and then using Andrea's layout, I'll create another card. So this one was done with the lovely lipstick, so I'll recreate it with another color. So I basically stamp tone on tone with soft sea foam ink and soft sea foam cardstock, and I already die cut that with the matching dies. And I've also used, I've also used this die, which is from the set. So what I've done is with the gold foil, because I wanted it the other way around to get the right orientation, I die cut the gold foil back to front, and it created a nice textured, like foiled, gilded look. I don't know if you can see. There you go. So pre-die cut that, and I've actually done. Sorry, I can't lift the smaller one as well. Okay, so I pre-die cut those. I punch the Perennial Essence vellum paper in the 2-inch punch, and I have embossed that with the Lace Dynamic impressions folder, embossing folder. So that one I'll be using with the layout, and finally to finish the layout I'll be using the Magnolia Lane DSP, and that one I use on the card as well with that. So that one is 1 inch, and then it'll be whatever the card size is. So let's get started. The card base that I'll be using is 5.5 by 8.25. So this will fit US and UK size cardstock cut in half. Okay, and that's just gonna get folded in half. Always forget something. Bone fold that, and then put that on there. So the Andrea's card, we don't have the stamp set that she used, so I thought I'll just use what I have, and I'm using the layout instead. So I'll just put that one there. And then using paper snips to cut off the excess. So always use the back of your card as a guide, so you know where to cut. There you go. and then I believe it was, I don't actually have an image, I'm just doing it from memory. So that one will go there. So it's a really nice textured embossed there. So I'll just do that there. And then this one will go up there. That's quite big, isn't it? I'll probably use the smaller one. So before I continue and building up my card, I will do the watercolor on that. So for this one, I'll zoom in. So I stamped tone on tone, so hopefully it'll be no line watercoloring. I'll be using blueberry bushel and granny apple green with the aqua painters. So I'm gonna sit down. I'll try and keep it in one place. So I'm using the aqua painter with a bit of water and just a bit of dirt there. So what I normally do with watercolor, because it's cardstock, it can take more water than your normal Whisper White. So what you could do is you can start adding water where you would want your color. So pick up some color. I don't know if you can see. That's fine. And then just, because the initial place where you put your paintbrush, it will be darker, and then as you pull it out, it gradually grows lighter. So you could always add a bit more darkness onto there. And whilst that is drying, you can move on to the next. So if you don't want it to seep into the next part, always go onto a different section of the cardstock that you want to color. And I'm just adding a bit more darkness there. It's always handy as well to have a bit of kitchen towel so you can take off any excess color if you've added too much. So we'll move on to this one. So I'll try and do this as quickly as I can, so it might not be as detailed as the other one, and you could also do that, but you'll get the idea hopefully. Okay, move on to the big one. And add. I'll probably put some music on now, so then I can fast forward this a little bit. So just a quick coloring. So I added the granny apple green just to have a nice green tint at the top. So now we can finish off the card, which is here. Oh, we need the sentiment as well, actually. So what I'll do is I will do someone special. So I've used that sentiment before. I just need some blocks. Okay, so it is a long stamp, but I can use washi tape to cover what I need, or if you have marker pen as well, not marker pen, Stampin' marker, you can use that as well. So let's have a look. So I'm gonna use the basic black marker and what's that? Night of Navy. Okay. So the basic black, I'm just gonna, if you don't have the markers, you can mask off the rest of the stamp with washi tape, but it's just so much easier with the marker. There we go. Right, I'll just cover that. And before you stamp even, you huff on the stamp. So to just re-energize, to again add a bit more moisture, just and then you just stamp it. There you go. So I'll just snip that off. Right, I'm just gonna tidy up a little bit so you know where things are. There we go. Right, so going back to this, I will just snip that off with the paper snips. And then just make, hopefully it's straight, but we'll see. Yeah, I did this sentiment on another card, but I can't show you that because we've already given that to our friend in upline, Queen Pit. So we'll just do, so I'm using that to make it straight. And then just as a reference point, I tend to kind of like see where I can do what I can use as a guide. So that looks alright. And now we can build up our card. So with, what have I got? I'm just going to add a bit of, let's see if this works. I tend to add some splatter with the basic black Stampin' blends, but I think this is too dry. Yeah, if you have a really inky marker, that might work, but I'll use our alcohol based marker, and it's pretty much the same. Yeah, the same method. So you're just flicking it against the lid. There you go. So whilst that, because it's alcohol, it should dry nice and quick, and then we can just add the rest of the elements. There we go. So we have the sentiments, and so I'm gonna prop that up with dimensionals or mini dimensionals. in this case, my work surface is already a mess. There we go. Right. So we will want that a couple. It's too sticky. A couple there. Take that off. That's done. And then we have the gold foil. So normally the die is that way. So I die cut that the other way. So then the marks on my plates kind of like transferred onto the gold foil, which is quite nice. So that's just gonna go underneath. Oh, I think Andrea had some twine as well, but I'll probably omit that. So I'm just gonna do that down there. And then stick that down like that. Do I need twine? Nope, I think I'm just gonna keep it that way and just keep it simple like that. So that one. Someone's car alarm. And then pop this up on dimensional. There we go, nearly done. That looks funny, doesn't it? Just put it there. Is that too big? Yeah, that's it. So I thought I'll add a bit more, as I mentioned earlier, some twine, but this is from the Magnolia Lane Ribbon Combo Pack. So this is Mossy Meadow linen, I believe. I've cut some crumb cake card on the sprig punch, and I've just cut that in half. There you go. And I might finish off with the sequins as well, so just to have that on there. So with this, I will just add a bit of glue at the back of there. And just slot it in. And then normally, if it wasn't cut, it'll be this, the sprig will go like that. So I wanted it the same direction, so I'm just gonna turn it over. And how did I want that there? If you find that there's obviously the dimensional might be underway, you could always just cut whatever is hidden and then just add glue to the bottom bits and tuck that in. He says, Actually, I might just cut that all together. Okay. And I kept thinking about this one, so I might just slot that in there as well. Yeah, might as well. Oh, sequins everywhere. Right, hopefully that will stay. And then the sequins, I'll just, so this one is the iridescent sequin assortment, so it's different colors and different sizes, so it doesn't say what colors they are, so I'm probably just gonna go a couple there and a couple here. So I'm just gonna add actual glue dot where I want it, whatchamacallit, Tombow. And with your pick, take your pick tool, the other end is a putty, and then just place that there. That's gonna stick. Yeah. And let's have a green. Green. My fingers are sticky as well. I think that's why. So 2 more here. Or you could always use rhinestone as well, which would be quite nice. We've only recently just got these sequins, so I'm still trying to find a better way to stick them. But for now, this will have to do. Right, that is done. And then I'm just gonna do a bow, a small bow. Can you see? So loop it, make a loop, tie it round, and then feed it through. But do the bows however you feel comfortable. That's how I've learned how to do these ones. And you can make double or triple bow as well. And then just snip that off. And just to finish up, add a bit of glue dot. So you could take your pick tool, and then you can make it even smaller just by rolling it. And I was just gonna add that on the actual flower. There. Yeah, on the flower. There you go. And there you have it. So that is my case of Andrea Tracy Tucker's card for the Papercraft Crew Challenge using the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set, coordinating Magnolia memory dies, lace textured embossing folder, Magnolia Lane DSP, and Sprig Punch sequence Magnolia Lane DSP. Oh yeah, I've already said that. So any current products that you see me use today, you can purchase from our online shop, and the links will be at the bottom below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and also please share our video if you do get inspired with our creations. You can share that on our Facebook page as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Here's another closer look at that. There you go. Thanks so much for joining me today. Until next time, bye!